loving people here. Why isn't this convention somewhere like Afghanistan and Pakistan trying to teach people that what they are doing is not Islam and is just some brainwashed chaos, and that they're going to go to hell and they're not going to go to heaven for killing innocent people, for the 911 attacks, for the London bombings? Innocent people died. If I don't like you and I kill you, it's more justified than if I don't like somebody. If I don't like Jews and I go and kill innocent Americans with families, why don't you go and educate these people and have a better cause rather than converting 4 or 5 people here? Save thousands of lives.
Brother has asked a very good question. He's telling me, why don't I go to Pakistan, to Afghanistan and spread this message and prevent this? Brother, I go every day, even now I'm going there. I'm on the satellite. We have Peace TV reaching 100 million people. This is how much?
That's what I wanted to hear.
This is 20,000-30,000 people. The audience here will be 20,000-30,000 people, not more than that. You see the recording. Why do the recording? So that I can go to Pakistan, I can go to Afghanistan, I can go to even America. And my lectures on jihad and terrorism, the maximum viewership, it has got more than 100 million people. And it is meant for the full world. I'm giving here, it is being recorded, being telecast. The thing is, I cannot force anyone at the point of the sword accept my message. Can I force you? Am I forcing you? Am I forcing you to accept my message?
No, you're not forcing.
How can I force the people of Pakistan? How can I force the people of Afghanistan? At the same time, I also tell the innocent people being killed, I agree with you. What's the numbers? You said, 4 or 5 people converting here is better than telling that. My job is to deliver the message. فَذَكِّرْ إِنَّمَا أَنْتَ مُذَكِّرٌ. Mentioned in the Qur'an, Surah Ghashiyah, chapter 88, verse number 21-22. Our job is to deliver the message. We can't convert hearts. Allah told the Prophet, you are not the manager of affairs. It is Allah who gives the hidayah. I can talk. I cannot convert. It is Almighty God who converts. I can talk. Whether they understand or not in Pakistan, it is Almighty God. Coming to a basic question. According to me, you should see my cassette. Is terrorism Muslim monopoly? Is terrorism Muslim monopoly? If you see that cassette, your mind, your vision of terrorism will improve. Time does not permit me to give a talk here again, but I'll tell you for sure. According to me, the terrorists are mainly the politicians. It is they who create this. You go anywhere, in India, all the riots that took place, indirectly or directly, it's the politician. Babri Masjid. Why did Babri Masjid riot take place? Why? Because the politicians. Gujarat riot, politicians. What happened about 9/11? See my cassette. It was an inside job. According to 72 scientists of America, they say 9/11 cannot be done by 19 Arabs. It's impossible. It was inside job. 72 scientists of America, not Zakir Naik. Inside job. Who did it? George Bush.
Okay,
Afghanistan. Wait, let me complete my answer. Afghanistan. Thousands of people being killed. They are sending cluster bombs. Cowards there. Thousands of people. You are talking about suicide bomb? That is haram. I am not condoning it, I am condemning it. But the bigger thing to be condemned is the Americans sending their fighters in Afghanistan, killing thousands of people. In Iraq, killing thousands of people. Saddam Hussein. I am not a fan of Saddam Hussein. He has done mistakes. The people of Iraq, they were fed up of Saddam Hussein. But after America came there, they are more fed up of the American than Saddam Hussein. That does not justify, just because Saddam Hussein was bad, that does not justify America to come and take over Iraq. Why are they doing it? For the money, for the oil. What is the main interest? Is the oil. Who created Taliban? When Russia came, the Americans supported the Afghans, created Taliban. Now they want to take over, they're fighting back. Who is the creation? Americans. The biggest terrorist, according to me, in this history, George Bush. Now he's no longer there. George Bush, number one.
I'm with you on that.
Sorry?
I'm with you on that.
You're with me on that. So I'm also going to America. I'm even going to America live and on satellite, giving the message to Americans. I was the first person that I know of in the public after 9/11 in Australia. I said, I'm a fundamentalist and I consider George Bush to be the biggest terrorist. It came at headlines. In December 2001, when I gave a talk in Australia, when the Consul General asked me that what do you consider, who's a terrorist? I said George Bush #1. It came as headline, Dr. Zakir Naik calls themselves a fundamentalist and considers George Bush to be terrorist #1. Now every Tom, Dick and Harry is calling him a terrorist. At that time, no one had the guts. What we realized, we are speaking the truth. Now whether George Bush, many people say, when I gave a talk in London on terrorism, very good talk, people enjoyed. A youngster comes and says, death to George Bush, death to George Bush. Full talk of mine gone. Our beloved Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, there were two staunchest enemies of Islam. Both were called Umarain. The Prophet prayed to Allah that give hidayah to one of these two Umar, and Umar bin Khattab, may Allah be pleased with him, who was the second caliph of Islam. Allah gave hidayah, who was the staunchest enemy of Islam, became the staunchest supporter. Therefore I said, may Allah give hidayah to George Bush. I cannot. I can speak. I cannot give hidayah. I can tell him what he's doing is wrong. I don't want to kill him. I want him to accept Islam. Killing is useless. What's the use of killing? Accepting is better. So that's the reason we are giving the message. Those whose hearts are opening, they're accepting. Inshallah, God will open your heart also one day. So when God opens your heart one day, I cannot do it. I can give the message, I can't force you. Unless God gives you, unless you strive. If you strive, God will help you. If you don't strive, your heart will not be opened. Some people ask question only for questioning. A question pushne ka. But the true gentleman, marat ka bachcha wo hai. When he gets the answer, he accepts it. People just ask for questioning. A question pushne ke liye. You spoke very loudly. I am asking you, I gave a speech. I said so many things. Do you agree with it or not?